How's everyone doing today? Welcome to A1 Bokeh. So today I want to talk about the G7 and the G9. Which one would I pick? The G9? Maybe. So right off the bat, man, I'm going to start from the beginning. The G7 was my first camera. Loved it. I really connected with it. I had the Sigma lenses, 16 millimeter, and 30 millimeter. Shot a music video, shot some client work, and I was actually getting paid doing these things. And I'm like, dude, this is awesome. And I kind of fell into the trap that you need an expensive camera if you're going to be a videographer doing this for money. My intention from then on was to get the G9. And I did some good work with the G7. And I actually thought, I'm like, man, look how great this looks on the G7. Wait till I get that G9. The image quality is going to be so much better. Blah, blah, blah. And then I sell my G7. Well, I'm selling my first ever camera. I'm super emotional about it. I'm about to cry, bro.
I hear a sigh as the snowflakes cover my fallen brothers. I will say this last goodbye.
And then I get some credit, buy the G9, I get some debt. I use it, I like it, it's cool. But to be honest, maybe up until recently is when I started. Now I'm starting to like the G9 a bit more, but it took me a while to really connect to it. But the image quality is not that big of a bump. That's the G7, that's the G9. And it's not that much of a difference, man. Now, yeah, the G9, what you're really paying for when you upgrade a camera is the features. The G9 has everything the G7 needs and is missing, and that's what you're really paying for. You know, the updated body, the weather sealing, the 20 megapixel sensor, the dual card slots, the IBIS. Now it has the 10-bit 422. Don't get me wrong, G9's dope, but you're paying a lot less with the G7. You're getting amazing quality with the G7. Yeah, you might need to have things like gimbals and stuff like that, but for the price and what it can create is pretty amazing. You know, to be honest, I probably should have kept it for a little while longer and made more money with it. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's honestly, like, I don't have too much else to say. They're both dope cameras. You know, obviously if you can afford it, get the G9. Even though you could probably get the G85, the one thing though is that dual card slots. When you're shooting for a client and you can have them both double, shoot on both cards, that's kind of, to me, like, that's pretty good, man. Just that's like a just in case, you know, fail safe. So again, I don't know why they do this with cameras. I can see why camera conspiracies is like, he wants the perfect camera, because this camera has what this camera has what this one is missing. You would be perfect if you had, and then the cameras in between. The G7 and the G9, they have, all right, that camera just died. The show goes on. That's another thing. The G9 does have better focus. All right, there we go. So, you know, yeah, at the end of the day, man, they always do that. They make every camera, like, it's missing what it needs, and then they make the other one. But, I mean, it's smart business. So, I mean, I guess you can't really knock them, but yeah, that's kind of my review on the G9 and G7, man. I know other people have gone through all the features and all that, so you can see that somewhere else. But to me, if you're just starting out, the G7 is amazing. Get yourself a little gimbal. You can get the G7 Weeble-esque gimbal and get you like a Sigma 16mm 1.4. All that is going to cost you about as much, and if you play it right, you can get it less for what you would pay for the G9 body only. That's one thing I'm going to stress. You pay for features, you pay big money for little things, so you got to be smart about it, man. But one thing with Panasonic, you're never paying for autofocus. I love Panasonic, man. I really do. Oh? What are we even focused on, dude? Alright, so catch you guys next time. Let me know what your first camera was, and let me know Would you pick the G9 over the G7? Why? What? Would you go to the G85 or GX85? I mean, there's so many options. That's the great thing about it. You can get into this system for a good price. Alright, catch y'all next time. Peace. Love y'all.